you're a professional?
Are you?
That's it, Clark. Show him who's boss.
Oh, we're all in this together.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the Clark Griswold YouTube channel. I am Mr. Clark Griswold. Thank you guys for being here. I'm glad to be here as well. If you are a first timer to the channel, then welcome to you guys. Welcome to the Strat if you're new to the Strat, created by Rob Smith, Rob in the Black on Twitter. Then welcome to you guys, and if you haven't subscribed yet, you can do so down below. Click that subscribe button, hit that bell. That bell gives you notifications for when I send out videos like this one every week. I also send out, so this is the weekly setup video that I send out for weekly swings. I also send out monthly swing videos. I send out daily videos for our top 5 plays for the following day, or the main watch list that I send out every day for you guys to follow up on and help you guys out. I send out motivational videos, learning tools, motivational videos, if I didn't say that, I'm missing one, I can't remember, informational videos, whatever, but I've got some of the learning tools I put out. I've got a 4 video series on the 30 and 30 created by Paul Ituwaru. He coined that phrase anyways, the 30 and 30. It's basically just playing a reversal on the 30-minute chart when we have the hourly and the daily the same color. So go check out those videos. I also put out 3-1, how to play 3-1 setups, outside bars, inside bars, what these candle numbers mean here. Okay, all kinds of other videos, entries, exits, Sarah Strat Snipers 50% rule. I've got a video on that, so you can check out Sarah Strat Sniper for more on that as well. You can also follow me on Twitter at Mr. Clark Griswold. You can comment there, you can DM me there, you can ask me questions there, whatever you need. I'm here to help you guys out. You can do the same thing on any of my YouTube videos as well. Ask me questions, feel free, go ahead. I'm here to help you guys out, okay? So let's get started on this weekly swing setup for Monday, May 16th. I've got a whole bunch of plays on here. I asked you guys on Twitter if you wanted it. I had a very good response from you guys saying you did want the swing plays, so we will put them out to you guys. And then I will also try and get a top 5 video out if it's not out already for our swing plays, okay? And I've also got the daily setups are already out. Our daily setups and our top 5 daily setups are out, so you guys can go check out those videos as well. Okay, so let's get started here with Adobe, ADBE. Adobe has a 2 down that finished red last week, okay? So a 2 down bar breaks only the low of the previous candle, okay? So you can see there, but we did finish green, so it's a failed 2. So on this play, we are looking for a 3, 2, and 2 up reversal. And I do have a broadening formation drawn here, lower low, and we've tagged again the lower low. I've got the higher highs here, so we can look for a possible 2 up here. So our trigger would be $410.15, and then we can just take our targets at the top of the first wick, just like we would on a day trade, okay? Or any other trade. We take the target, or the magnitude is the top of the preceding wick, like we see here. Okay, next up we've got AMD. So AMD, same kind of setup, minus the outside bar here. We've got a 2 down that finished green. I'm going to get rid of this yellow bar here. So a 2 down, that finished green. So we can take calls on this one again at 96.57, and our targets are this white line. Okay, so I've got a top of a broadening formation here, higher high, okay? And then this one is, we have to go way back, but I've got a lower low to a lower low. So if we go look, this low price is 84.24. This low price is 84.02. So we have a lower low from this here. So lower low just so you guys see that broadening formation. I've had a lot of people ask me to do a BF video, broadening formation video. I am going to do it, guys. I just got to find the time to get it done. So I've added these onto my charts to kind of go through them with you guys now as we go. But that's kind of what we got, a lower low to a lower low. And if we look at this, this is it's basically a sub of a bigger broadening formation, okay? So we've got a higher high to a higher high here. So what happened is you can follow this all along, higher highs to a lower low, and we can still come back up here. But what I've done is a higher high here to a lower low. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see this a little better. Broadening formations can get very, very confusing. I'm trying to find out the best way to do the video for you guys. So if you look on this one, we've got a higher high to a lower low, back up to a higher high, back down to a lower low, and I'm looking for this to tag here. And we may just hit targets and we may bust right through it, but this white line will be your target, okay, on the weekly swing for AMD. Amazon, guys, Amazon has really high premium, so if you have a small account, you're likely not going to be able to trade this one. But we have a 2 down that finished green, okay? So we can look for calls on this one again at 22.80 on this pink line. You can see when I'm doing this, you can see the dollar value here, what our trigger is in this pink, 22.80. Okay, and then again, our target is just the top of the preceding wick. Okay, like so. So if we go to ATVI, ATVI is the next one. And again, we had a 2 down that finished green. Okay, we only broke the bottom of the previous candle right here. Okay, and then we came back up. So again, on this one, we can look for calls at 78.31. Here's our trigger, and again, our targets are just at the top of the preceding wick. That broadening formation is not on the weekly, so I'm not going to, we can just delete that one. The other thing is we've got time frame on the week and the month. I don't know what this week is going to be on Monday because Monday hasn't hit, so it's going to change. It could be a red. We could continue to be green. Okay, if you're looking for this indicator, go to the indicator tab, type in time frame continuity authors board rider B. If you're looking for these candle numbers right here, you can type in candle type right here, and the author is Crinklebind. A lot of people always ask me, how do I get the yellow and white bars on my candles? Yellow for the inside, white for the outside. You guys can check out these right here. TW Holy Grail, TW Golden Indicators, TW Nirvana Indicator. That is from Trading Wars on Twitter. Rich, he does a really, really good job as well. He doesn't teach the strat, but that's kind of where I really, really started to get my foothold on trading options, was through Rich at Trading Wars. So, the good man Rich, he does a lot of good things for a lot of people, okay? Next up is BIDU. BIDU has, again, so these are the bars I was talking about, guys, here, these white and these yellow. People were asking me how to get those. Again, go into your indicator tab, and it's these TW Golden Indicators, Holy Grail. So you can go check those out. So again, we have a 2 down that finished green with a hammer candle on this play here. And so we can also look at this as a Rev Strat on the week. So a Rev Strat is a 1-2-2 reversal. So a 1, 2 down, and then a 2 up. It's called a Rev Strat. Okay, so we can look for calls on this one at 118.02. And again, I did say there was a hammer here. Hammers are a bullish pattern. And it's just basically looks like a hammer. It's got this big long wick with a full body right here. Hammer candle, bullish. Calls, 118.02. Chewy is up next, CHWY. Where are we here? 2 down green. We can look for calls on this one at $28.52. This blue line is the bottom of a broadening formation. We haven't quite tagged it, but you can see we go lower lows to higher highs to lower lows. And you can have subs in here, okay? So, and this is what I mean by that. Just like that, okay? So we have sub-broadening formations within broadening formations. And that's why they can get very tricky on those, okay? So that's on Chewy. CRM, again, 2 down, finish green. We can look for a reversal on the week. And again, with the broadening formation, okay? Higher high, lower low. Higher highs lower lows. Let's look. We don't have a actionable signal for this to reverse. It was a 2 down, 2 down, 2 down. We want an actionable signal for a reversal. Okay, so we have an opportunity here with this 2 down that finished green, and we can look for calls at 171.26 on CRM. So again, hopefully these broadening formation things are maybe starting to click with you guys, and it'll be a little bit easier when you watch the videos, okay? And just here again on Cisco, CSCO, a 2 down that finished green. Okay, so we're looking for calls on this one again at $50.24. And again, that dotted blue line is the broadening formation I've drawn. Okay, so lower low on this 2 candle, lower low. We've hit lower low, lower low, lower low. But we need a reversal to trend back up to tag the top of this broadening formation here, where we have a higher high and a higher high. Okay, that's on Cisco. CVX has an inside bar, so we haven't seen one of these yet. And this one, CVX, gets a little interesting because we can go into a couple other time frames here. So an inside bar or a 1 bar, you can see here, this number 1, with the Strat is a inside bar. It does not break the high or the low of the previous candle. It shows consolidation within the ticker or the stock or the ETF or whatever we're looking at. So a lot of times when we have inside bars, let's go back to look on the week to see if we can find an inside bar here. So here we have one and a nice break up. We hit targets, okay? Another one here, nice break up, okay? Another one, this one didn't work out that well. This one here, again, doesn't work out that great. This one didn't work out great either, but this one did, okay? So they don't work out all the time, but they usually are very successful with them, and that's why we put stop losses in to help us when they don't go our way. Okay, so on this inside bar for the week on CVX Chevron, we can take calls on this one at 168.79, puts at 157.86. The reason I said this is interesting, these blue lines are the monthly triggers, okay? So if we go to the monthly chart and we have a peak, the monthly chart has an inside bar right here, okay? That was from April. May is still trading on an inside bar. Okay, so we're looking for a break either to the downside here at 151.36 or the high side at 174.54. Okay, so if we break this inside bar on CVX, we've got target 1 right here, and we've got target 2 right here. Now, if we break through that second target, we could be going long on the month for CVX, okay? And if we break down to the downside, and again, we break the second target coming through, we could be short on Chevron for the rest of the month. Okay, so that's on CVX. That's why I said it was a little interesting, because the week has a really good chance of triggering the month, okay, with still half the month left to go. DDOG is up next, DDOG. Again, a 2 down green, and we have a hammer candle. We've already triggered to the monthly downside, so I would be very careful taking this week up. But we do have targets in place, and we do have stop losses in place. Okay, if we break that trigger, our stop loss is just going to become that trigger, okay? And it might come down and reverse, and you can get back in, but make that pink line your stop loss, okay? If you lose, you lose. And the worst you lose is your fees for the trade, okay? And again, I've just drawn a broadening formation here just to show you guys, to go over it. Lower low on this bar right here to a lower low, and we've tagged it twice, okay? So we're looking for a reversal on that to come back up. And then there's a top right here. So we got higher high to a lower low, to a higher high to a lower low. And again, you could have drawn another one right here, okay, on this reversal if you wanted to. So you'd have a higher high and a lower low, and then you'd be looking to come up back to this range here, okay? That's on DDOG. Hopefully you guys are getting this. If you are, give me a quick thumbs up. It doesn't take long. Quick little click right now while I'm switching to DocuSign, which is our next one. So DocuSign, again, same thing. We've got a 2 down green hammer candle here. Let's take calls on this one at $80.78 on this pink line for DocuSign. Etsy is up next. Etsy, again, 2 down green. We're going to look for a 3-2-2 reversal on this one, we can take calls on it at 94.58 on Etsy. Fubo, again, 2 down green. We can look for calls on this one, $3.67. Next up, we've got Google. Google usually higher premiums again. We are going to look for a rev strat on this, okay? A 1, 2, 2 up reversal. 1, 2 down, 2 up. So we can take calls on this one at 23.61.70, and this chart is a little messy here with these broadening formations. I'm just going to take them off to clear that chart up for you guys. I imagine that the people with this, again, with the smaller accounts are not going to be able to play Google just because the premiums are so high, okay? It's like $1,000 plus for one contract. Home Depot, 2 down green. We've already triggered to the monthly downside. So again, this is one that I wouldn't be on my top 5. I'd be wary of it, but we can look at it. We can take calls on it at 301.07 and look for our targets up here. But as you can see, we've had a outside bar, 2 down, outside bar, 2 down. And again, just be cautious and have your stop losses in place. If we trigger, make that stop loss make the trigger your stop loss. And then you can just switch down to the daily, and maybe if there's a reversal there back to the downside, then you already know that you should be out of that trade and not in it for the rest of the week. I will say on these weekly setup guys, I get 2 weeks out for my expiry date just in case. And it's worked out for me in the past that I do that. And you can sell within that first week, but if it doesn't go your way in that first week and you want to try and hold on for it a little bit longer to see if it reverses, that second week gives you that opportunity to do so, okay? Lucid LCID, 2 down green, hammer candle. We can take calls on it at $18.33. If we go to the monthly, this monthly bar can be deleted. There we go. And so we go back to the weekly. We got a hammer candle. That blue line, as you can see, is the bottom of a broadening formation, okay? Lower low, here, lower low, lower low, right here, lower low, lower low, lower low. If we go to the top, higher high, higher high. Okay, and again, you can draw little sub broadening formations just like that. Okay, so we've got higher highs, like so. Okay, again, that's why I said broadening formations can get very tricky because you can put them in different spots within. You can have a broadening formation within another broadening formation. So anyways, that's Lucid. 2 down, finish green, hammer candle. We can look for calls at $18.33 and a possible reversal back to the upside on Lucid. Lows, LWO, 2 down green. Okay, and again, broadening formation, lower low, lower low. We've tagged a bunch of lower lows here. We'll look for the reverse back to the upside on lows. Calls at $199.04. Lift, 2 down green. We can call that a hammer candle. Calls at $20.64. A long ways to go to hit that magnitude. Is it possible? Well, it's a stock market. This dropped that much. We can definitely come up that much. But just be prepared if you're getting into some a profitable trade there to watch on the daily chart for reversals and make sure you guys take your profits on lift. Okay, Moderna is up next. mRNA, 2 down green, hammer candle. And again, broadening formations, guys. Lower low, lower low, and a lower low. Okay, and if we go back up, I don't have one drawn up here, but we've got a higher high to a higher high, where you can see we've hit the highs twice and come back down. And then again, these can get tricky. We've got a higher high to a higher high, okay? So we're higher high, lower low, higher high, lower low. Let's look for this to come back up through, okay? And again, we've triggered the monthly downside, so we're going to want to watch that. I actually think that monthly is probably not for this month. Oh, it is. Okay, so inside bar here, and we've already gone 2 down, but we've hit the broadening formation, okay, on the monthly as well. So something we want to keep our eye out on Moderna, and just be conscious and cautious at the same time. Okay, so Marvel, MRVL, 2 down green hammer candle. We can look for calls at $58.03. And again, lower low, lower low, lower low, higher high, higher high, higher high. Okay, so down, up, lower low, higher highs, lower lows. We got to look at some point for this to rebound back to the high side on Marvel. Microsoft, MSFT. So again, the reason I've got this on here, we've got a inside bar with a 2 down. We look for a 1-2-2 reversal to the upside. This is our trigger here at $273.65. And normally I look for these to be green when I'm looking for reversals. They don't have to be. But again, we've got this broadening formation here, okay? Lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low. Okay? Low, high, low. We stay down there, back up to the top, back down to the bottom, okay? So we are looking for a reversal to trend back up to the upside on Microsoft. MU has a 2 down that finished green. We'll call that a hammer candle. And we can look for calls on this one at $72.63. And your magnitude at $73.90. So not a far distance to go for Micron to hit first targets. Okay, and again, we've got higher highs here, higher highs here. You want to put in lower lows and lower lows for the bottom of the broadening formation. And you can do so right like that if you choose. And you can probably even hit that one if you'd like to, okay? But there's different ways to draw these things, guys, and that's why it gets confusing. And I'm trying to find the best way to show you guys a video. Rob Black actually has really, really good videos for you guys when he does his alphabetical order of them. So go check out his broadening formation videos. And I know he's really tough to understand sometimes because he talks fairly fast. But if you go watch those videos, I believe he goes through broadening formations on the monthly, and they're fairly easy to follow if you guys want a little bit of a taste test just to see exactly what goes on with those. So you can go check out his there, okay? His videos on YouTube. 2 down green on Netflix. We can look for calls on this one at 187.77. We'll look for a reversal to come back to the upside on Netflix. Nike NKE 2 down green. We can look for calls on this one at 114.43. Palantir PLTR hammer candle 2 down, finish green, and we have our first targets at the bottom of the wick this time. And I explain it to you guys normally when we have a gap like this. There's no candle in between here, so it's called a gap. We take the bottom of the wick, okay? And that's our first target. And then our next target is the top of that same wick. Okay, so we can look for a reversal on Palantir at $8.34 for calls. Okay, even common shares, you can take that as well. Peloton, another hammer candle on Piton. We can take calls on this one at $15.90. We'll look to come back up through the bottom of that broadening formation again. Lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. If we look at the high side, this is a sub of the broadening formation, or a BF within the bigger broadening formation, but higher high to a higher high. So you see we go high, low, high, low. We're going to try to come back up through there, okay? And again, this is the higher side of it, higher high to a higher high. And we come high, lower low, higher high, lower low. Now that's why I put the other one in here, higher high, lower low, and we'll try and come back up right through there, okay? So that's on Piton. RBLX, 2 down green hammer candle, bottom of a broadening formation again. We can take calls on this one at $33.31. And you can see that broadening formation there, okay? Lower low to a lower low to a lower low, all the way back up to these higher highs, okay? Lower low, higher high, lower low. RBLX. Roku is up next. Roku, again, same play as every single other play we have on the weeklies. These 2 down greens, hammer candle, call at $95.80. Okay, that's on Roku. Starbucks, 2 down green, hammer candle. Let's look for calls at $76.16. Broadening formation within a broadening formation. Again, low to the high to the low. We'll try and trend back up on that, okay? Starbucks. SE is C limited, 2 down green, hammer candle. And again, this dotted line is a broadening formation within a broadening formation. Lower low, higher highs, lower lows. We'll try come back up through that range on SE. SoFi's got, I still got time here, we're good. SoFi again, 2 down green, hammer candle. Let's look for calls at $6.86 on SoFi. TTD, that's the trade desk. Hammer candle again. Bottom of the broadening formation. Lower low, lower low, lower low. Higher highs, higher highs. Okay, so we're low to the high to the low. You could have drawn another one here. Okay, and then back down to the bottom. We'll try and come back through to the top of the BF. Okay, TTD. VLO has a inside bar. And again, we talked about inside bars and consolidation and not breaking the higher the low. This is a big mother bar here. We'll try and get out of. Take calls at 125.48. Puts down here at 116.98 on VLO. Guys, that's the list. That's the video. It was a little long. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We talked about broadening formations. Hopefully you guys got a little bit of info out of that. More to come on those. And have a good trading week, guys. Good luck. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe down below. Click the thumbs up. And we will see you on the next one, guys. Bye-bye.